Good morning. This morning I come to you to tell you about my new love. Well, I have loved forever coloring in the adult coloring books, and my favorites, I think, well, I don't think I really have a favorite because I love them all, but is coloring a mandala. Mandala. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But I want to tell you too about if you have never been to the channel of Metta Mandala Art and Booksmith, she is amazing. She's amazing with her mandalas. For one thing, her voice is soothing. She's got a wonderful voice. And that means a lot to me on my videos, is the voices of people. Some have voices that I guess, geez, I don't know. No complaints about them, but some are easier to listen to than other. And Metta Mandala is our in Booksmith is one of them that is awesome. But she also sent me these tools. She sent me these tools. These tools, if you go to the site that's called DIY Mandala Stones, DIY Mandala Stones, you will see there these tools, but what you'll see there is a lot of images of what they have done with these tools. Now, these tools have different size spots. Each one of they each come to a separate point, a different point of different sizes. So as you're doing a mandala, like this here is big, this is a big one, you would make a big spot with this, and then you can go take this one and make a smaller spot inside. So this is dot mandalas, to make them out of dots. And and they right at the beginning of the right at the beginning, when you go to this page, let me write that down too. D I D I Y mandala. Oh, I made my N backwards. Does that happen when you get to 70 years old? I don't know. DIY Mandala Stones. Now this isn't YouTube. This is their web page that you go and you find that. But right when you open it up, you'll see a picture where they took a stone and put one dot in the middle, and then you'll see that stone where they put 4 dots either side. Then you'll see that stone where they put dots in between those 4 dots. And you'll see how it progressed into something just absolutely beautiful. That's using these. I'm not going to use these today, right now. And the only reason why is because every time I do, it seems like I rub my hand in it and I get to going on another color before my first color is dry. So I like using these when I have more time, and when I have more time, because I let it dry in between. And these are some other ones. She sent me these as well, and so and these, although they are for mandalas, dots, different sizes again, you can also use anything that has a dot on the end. You can use like the handle of a paintbrush. The handle of a paintbrush will make a dot. Different sizes. You might have, two. This is a bigger dot on this paintbrush than this one. So you can use them. A lot of people use crochet hooks. Now you have a crochet hook. And here, if I look at this here pen, even the top of the pen is another something. You can use anything that has a round end to make a different size dot. But so those are using just the dots. Now one thing I have been having a problem with is to keep mine going in a circular pattern. What I have been ending up with sometimes is it turns out egg shaped. But I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue doing them because they just are so pretty. But and I know I'll get better as the time progresses. What I'm going to use today, right now, is I'm going to use this compass. This compass was just, I think, the hubster went and bought it for me, and I think he went up to Walgreens and just bought me this compass. They don't cost a lot of money, and on my favorite things, Amazon favorite things link below the video, I've got one compass like this that is listed there. That is it's less than $5. They're not much money at all, and you may even be able to go to the Dollar Tree and get them really cheap. But this is something I found that I can use to make my make a beginning to do a mandala. Now I'm going to do this, but I'm going to use my Sharpie markers for this one right here. You can, so you don't have to use the paint. Oh, and then also the paints. I have them in small containers like this. She had sent me 4 containers, and then I needed more. And so she told me to go check at the Dollar Tree, which the Dollar Tree does carry them, but every time I went, they were out. So then, of all things, I got a Happy Mail from, oh gosh, now I'm not remembering the name, but she sent them to me from overseas, and she sent me 10. So I have more, so I can have a lot of different colors. But by having the colors in these little bottles like this, in these little teeny cups, then you've got the one little teeny cup in your hand here, and then you're using whatever you're using as your dot tool, and you can just go with your dots. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do using the compass. And there's different ways of doing mandalas, very many different ways. But mandalas are meant also, let me tell you, when I look at, let me see, I just want to go right back here to the mandala stone page. And it says how benefits of dotting is what they say here. They say it's very relaxing. You get to use your own creativity. It increases your inner focus. Self-calming and soothing. Is highly addictive. Ability to reduce anxiety and depression. Gains confidence in your creativity. And it also gains confidence to try other art processes and fun activity for the entire family. And so there are a lot of benefits to do something like this. And but now this is what I do just to kind of start as a little bit of a cheat. Not really a cheat, it's just a little help. And to keep this, just kind of keeps your symmetrical design. Now, a compass has a sharp point on one side and your pencil on the other side. They have different kinds too, but get the kind that has a pencil. And so then you put that center piece, just put that center dot on your paper and go around with your pencil, and you have a perfect circle. Okay, now without changing the size of this, keep that same size there. Put your point somewhere on that circle. Get it right on that circle. And then we're going to go around again. You can make a whole circle or just a partial circle. Okay, so now you have 2 circles. Now put the point right there where those 2 cross over. And make another circle. Okay, now make sure you're using the same center circle. Let me see if I can pull you in a little bit closer. So maybe you can see what I'm doing. We like to see what we are doing. Okay, that was, move there. Let me move my whole camera. Okay, now remember this circle, the one you started with. Okay, now go to the next where it crosses over. Put your point in there, right where it crosses, and make another circle. Then it crosses over again here. Put your point right there where that new circle crossed over, and there we go. Then go again to where that next circle crossed over, and get that point right in the center, right where it crosses over. And then go to this one. Nope, I did that one. I want this one. Okay. This one here. There we go. Now there is a simple way to get one started. Can you see how that looks? Just using that compass. And the way it is to make that circle in the center, and then don't move the size of the opening of the compass, and then make these circles around. So now you have a perfect start right there. Now, see, this is where you would start painting. I'm not going to paint this one. I'm going to use the markers just to show you, because it because the Sharpie markers are they dry right away. Now, whenever, okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but whenever I'm finished with my marker now, I'll take my eraser, and I like to use a white rubber eraser like this, and it'll erase all the pencil marks. And then all you'll have is your decorative marks. So, you know, I might want to put, see, now you can, if you use your paints here and use this as a diagram, you use your paints, that's fine. As soon as that paint is dry, erase those marks. All right, but I'm going to just I'll put a spot in the middle. And that's how usually I want to start, is just by putting a color. This paper is kind of a grayish paper. I should have had white. So then one spot in the middle, and you've got it, the beginning. And then maybe I want to go to another color. And so maybe I will go, now I'm going to go up here where they cross over up here. And I'm going to put a little dot here. And every place where it crosses over that first circle. And I'm going to put a dot. Just color a little circle. And see how the center of it looks like petals of a flower? How pretty is that? Okay. Now, maybe I want to go and take another color and let's see. Maybe I'll go right to the center of that petal of that flower. Maybe I'll go right to the center and okay, and then when I'm going to do this, I'm going to put 3 dots right along in that petal. But I'm going to, let me see again if I can. Okay, try and watch that screen, see if I can stay in. Okay, let me move these out of the way. Okay, I want to put 3 dots, but I'll put that first one right in the middle and then put one on each side. And then that keeps them not perfect because I don't do anything perfect, but that's what, but I'm going to do the same way on all the petals. So those will all be the same. Put the center one in first, and I'm putting them in the petals. Center, it's kind of easier to get the center one first and then one on each side. Do the center one first and one on each side, center and one on each side. And so there I've got that part done. Now maybe I'll want to now maybe I'll take another color marker. I'm just using the Sharpie markers. And maybe I will, maybe I'll want to, now my circle, how it's here, maybe I want to put the blue, and maybe I'm going to go the same way, 3, and starting in the center of that little arc piece between the 2 petals, and I'll try to get right in the middle, and then right in the middle of the spaces. And it doesn't have to be perfect. There's not going to be any grade put on it. And when you realize that things don't have to be perfect, it's then you have more calming, more more relaxation in what you're doing. See there? Okay, now let's see. Now I can see that maybe I want to, maybe I'll go from the center here, and maybe I'm going to make some dots, oops, to go, and I'll use that center blue dot as my guide in the center here, and then go between the 2. Now see that I just did what I said not to do. Okay, go in, like center it. Okay, center, and then center. Okay, oopsie, and then we go to this one. Maybe I should have used a different color right there. But no, don't, don't. Where these can be so pretty. Now, when you use the paint, it gives it a whole different look. And a whole different look when you use the paint. And so, I mean, just a more rich, I think it would be. But use your markers, use your colored pencils, use your crayons, use anything. Just do it, okay? Now, maybe I'll go up here to where these circles are crossing over here and put, yeah, I should have used white paper. This is kind of a grayish paper, but I use what I have. Let me get this camera scooted. Oh, it's hard for me to stay in frame. Okay, now It's kind of almost looking like, what are you, a nebula or something there. And so then I have I have these lines here from these circles that go all the way around. And so I think I'll take this line. I'm going to go right in the center between that yellow and that green one there. And I'm going to go right in the center of those and then center again. So I'll use that as my guide. These two, that green one and that yellow one. And I'm going to go right to the center and then center again. But I'm staying with the same color. Now, see, on this one. So as I do these, I'm going to keep the same color. And I'll switch colors before I go again with the next step. But in the center, in the center, go in the center, and then center, and then center. See? So you go in the center of those two, and then go in the center of these two, and the center of those two. And then they become to be quite evenly spaced. And this is fun. It is fun and relaxing. And I know I myself, I need things that are just relaxing. And I find that if lately, because there's so much more activity in my family lately, just so much more activity, that I find that I need a little bit more relaxation. I need more time for myself just to because when you have so much going on, it seems that everything just kind of piles up in my life anyway. And so I need to just kind of come in my little cave. I call my craft room here, my studio, my cave. And I come in here just to sort of get to clear my thoughts, just to clear my whole psyche, just clear everything. Because it's so busy, because everything around me is busy. Now that I have more people living in my house, and because I have more people living in my house, which is good, don't get me wrong there. Because I have more people living in my house, I have more, not just the people living, but people that come to see them, and come to see all of us. But it's just more than just me and Papa here. When it's just me and Papa here, and Jeffrey on occasion, and Decca, I'm used to that. This is new for me, so although it's not a bad thing, it's different. So I need things that just calm me. This is one of the things. Now I'm going to take my ruler. This is amazing. At the I bought these rulers at the Dollar Tree. There was 3 for $1. 3 rulers for $1 at the Dollar Tree. Now, see, I've got my petals. See what I call my flower petals that are in the center. I'm going to take my ruler and get that right between those 2 opposing flower petals. And I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm going to run a line through there. Okay. And then I'm going to see, this just it's kind of a little help to get your to make some more areas that you can put your dots. And then later on, you might not even want to do just dots. You can start doing other shapes and whatnot in your mandala, but I'm just using dots for right now. So I put those lines across there now, and because I lined them up right there in those petals, then the lines are symmetrical. they're out sticking, maybe I'll leave them out sticking. No, I'm going to erase. After I'm done with this, I'm going to erase the pencil marks, so all you'll see is the dots. So now I'm going to take and that line is right in the center of that arc right here. Did you pay attention in geometry class in high school? Yeah, I didn't. But I do pretty much know how to use a compass a little bit, and that's all you need is just know how to use it a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go up here now. I'm going to just use some black. I like to get black in there too, because when you use black, it seems in most anything, it makes the other colors pop. So I'm going to put black, and I'm going to go into all those little cross spots that I made. Now see, you may not even need these cross spots with the pencils. You might be able to, just eyeball it and get very symmetrical, but I am just not good at that eyeballing thing. And so now, see, now this is where the having the separate sizes when you're painting, like this is a pretty good size here. It's probably about 3/5 of an inch across, and then you have another tool that's just a little speck. Okay, so if I would have made these yellow ones a little bit bigger, I'm going to make them yellow ones that I had right there. I'm going to make them a little bit bigger. Okay, so I made all those ones a little bit bigger. And that's one thing with the spots. You'll have some bigger, some smaller. Okay, then I'm going to take those yellow spots. I'm just going to put a little bit black, just a little black dot right in the center of those. It's not exactly in the center, but hey, it's okay. It's mine. You know what, I haven't done any yet, but I have thought how fun it would be to make a little mandala. But cut your paper, use a piece of paper the size of a card. Like if you're going to make, I think they call it an A4. I'm not sure about those numbers, but a regular size card. Like if you cut your paper in half and then fold it in half, I think it's like 5.5 inches by 4.25. And so if you cut your paper that you're drawing, you can draw it right on the card, but I like to always back mine, so I would make that a little bit smaller and put a mandala on there, and then put it on the front of a greeting card. And what a beautiful finish you would have for that. Okay, so anyway, now I put that black. I want more black now. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and halfway now, and see, you could draw lines again, but now when it's just this much of a space that I'm going to work on, I can kind of eyeball it. Okay, and I'm going to put that little black spot here. Maybe I'd want it a little smaller, but these ones are about the same. And so I'm just going in the center of each. See, from the yellow to the black, in the center. From the yellow to the black, just go in the center. And well, that one's an egg shaped. I gotta fix that. And so that's what I'm doing right there. Now, okay, so then I have a lot of open space in here. A lot of open space. Now, I could get my compass out again. And let's see. I think I want a line. I think I want to get a line right about here. So I'm going to put my point right in the center again, and I'm going to open my compass up, Okay, so now I opened it up a little bit more so that pencil mark just stopped right there, halfway up this line. And so now, being careful not to move that at all, I'm going to make another circle around. Now, this is not the same size circle as the ones you did first because I just kind of estimated. There's a size thing you can use on here that tells you what size, but I don't. That's metrics and this is inches on this one. I don't worry about that. I just kind of eyeball where I want my circle. Okay, so now I've got my circle, that new circle there. So I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to take this color here. And I'm going to make a circle in every one of those little crossover places. I don't know. Oh, this is a metallic something. That's okay. We don't care what color it is, just as long as it's different. You can go all monochromatic and do it all in the same color. You can do all different color blues or something. But see here how I did that now? That's pretty. I like that. And maybe I'll make a smaller one above it, the smaller one below it. Smaller one above, smaller one below the one that I just made of the same color. And I'm going to just do that all the way around. And you can just keep going. You can just keep on going. Keep on keeping on. And then maybe I would want to come out here to the ends and maybe put another dot outside of that where my lines are different sizes from the ruler, but and there, that's when you can kind of eyeball things. And there we go. Let's see. Now, okay. Now is probably where I would come in here. Now, I think that you should actually work from the middle and then just go out. But when you have your lines in there that you can follow, then I think you can kind of do like I'm doing and you're okay. But see, with the get my ruler again. See, because now I think I want to make a line here too now. And see, but when you make your lines, your pencil lines, put them lightly and make sure you have them symmetrical straight across the okay, see, so I want to get these ones. Let's see. And man, you can just keep on going and keep on going. And there, now I just put those 3 lines in there. So that gives me some more guides. I can see from my lines that when I just eyeballed some of these, I don't have them exactly right, but it's okay. It's okay. So now that I have those lines, I'm going to take another color. I'm going to take my red again. Maybe I want to do red. Oh, let's not think about it too much. Just put, okay, and I'm going to just put that crossed over there, so I'm putting a dot. And now if you're using the tools in the paint, you get your dots are going to be perfect round, not like my goofy ones here. But I like my goofy ones. I think my goofy ones are fine. But you can just keep going with this. Now I will I will not go too far with this before I'm going to erase my lines. Okay, I got a hold on there. Now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do like a large, a little bit smaller, and then a dot. A large, a little bit smaller, and a dot. A large, a little bit smaller, and a dot. A large, a little bit smaller, and a dot. A large, a little bit smaller, and a dot. A large, a little bit smaller, and a dot. Okay, there. Now what I'm going to do, now, I could now go get like a colored pencil. I don't have colored pencils with me right here, though. I don't have colored pencils right beside me. But I could go in there and color those petals all one color. Like go over it with pastel colors. You know what? How long have I been in 36 minutes already? Okay, I could go in there and let me see. Do I got colored pencils in here? Are they all out in the other room? They're all out in the other room. So I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But let me just show you. I'm going to now just erase. I'm gonna go with my eraser and erase my pencil marks. And you can see these over here. I tend to pile things up on my desk while I'm working, and I call this, everybody calls it working. I started calling it, it's really plain. It's not work. Having fun. Don't call it work. Don't call your crafting work. It's not. Work is when you have to get dressed and put on your makeup and go to work. No, this is not work. This is relaxation techniques. So don't call your crafting work. I hear people say, I've been working on this for 6. Nah, don't call it work. We don't want to work. If you want to work, go do housework. You know, that's work. Yeah, okay, look at this. Now remember, now look, I have got my lines. See, now now all I have left is my dots. And when this is done with the paint, it's absolutely amazing. Now, look at this, and I didn't even plan this part, but look, it almost looks like a star around here. I didn't plan for it to be a star, but look at it. It made a star, and here's a circle. Look at here. Now see the flower petals that I saw there before? They're not there anymore because I erased the pencil marks. So just, and look how symmetrical it is. It is because I used that compass and I used my ruler. And very simple. So please go watch and subscribe to Metta Mandala Art and Booksmith. She has got some wonderful videos where she has made some beautiful, and I want to do them on stones. I want to do the paint on round stones. So I'm going to have to, since I don't have those kind of things out in my yard. Florida doesn't have any stones, I don't think. I've been here I've been here a lot of years, and there ain't no stones. So I will have to go to, maybe Walmart has some larger stones. I want round stones, or almost round stones anyway. And I'm going to find them so I can do these actually on stones. But they're beautiful. They're beautiful, and they're calming. And they're just everything perfect. Everything. And this one, it's perfect. Don't tell me it's not perfect because I say it is. And this kind of an eraser to erase and I just did, this is like a cards, like a, heavy paper, card stuff. You can do it on paper. You can do it on watercolor paper. You can do it on any kind of paper. But DIY Mandala Stones is the website that I like to go on and just for inspiration. But Metta, Mandala, Art, and Booksmith, the 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 YouTube channel. You will love her. I can tell you, you will love her. And look at what she has done. And I get so much inspiration from her. And so anyway, now before I get on with my day of thinking, oh, I haven't looked because I love mandalas so much. I just bought this book at the Tuesday morning. It's a Walter Foster book, $3.99. I gave it at Tuesday morning. Its original price was $21.95. So, but now I haven't really gone through this so much. But I bought it because it's mandalas, and it's got so many different ideas to do. I mean, even making them in the sand, the seashells and stuff. There's a lot in here that I want to look at and see how much further I can go. Let me just. Oh, where's my book? Okay, let's do this one. I was going to. The other one I read from is missing. Okay, let's see if I can find a page here. This one has to do with the subconscious mind. Let's see what that says. In order to reprogram the subconscious mind, you need to relax the body, release the tension, let the emotions go, get to a state of openness and receptivity. Think good things about yourself. My life is a joy. Your subconscious mind does not know true from false or right from wrong. You never want to say something like, oh, stupid old me, because the subconscious mind picks up on it. And after you say it for a while, you begin to feel that way. You begin to believe what you are saying. Don't joke about yourself. Don't depreciate yourself or make derogatory remarks about life, because that is not going to create good experiences for you. And I think we all have a problem with it. I know mine used to be really bad. I was down on myself all the time. Now I'm very careful as not to do that. Because yes, you tell yourself enough times that you are stupid, you are going to believe you're stupid, and you probably will be stupid. You don't want to do that. Okay, so I want to just thank you all for watching. And do try to buy a little compass. They're cheap. I mean, you can go to the Dollar Tree or whatever, and I'm sure they have them there for $1. But then if you can't get there, then I do have one that's less than $5 for something on that I put in my favorite things on my Amazon link that you'll see below the video. But having that and this type of eraser. An eraser on a pencil, usually them erasers on the pencils, I don't know why they waste their time on them, because they just smear things, I think. But this kind of eraser, you can erase your pencil marks, and they erase well. Okay, so with just a ruler and your compass and an eraser and some anything coloring. Now, if you use colored pencil, I don't know, you might erase the colored pencil, but use a marker. Use your markers, whatever kind of markers that you have, and you'll be able to come up with such a beautiful finished product. Now, see, I could go even more with this, and I may go even further, but that's just kind of a simple explanation. And so, thank you all. May God bless you, watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and go check this girl out. You'll love her. Okay. May He watch over you every step you take, every move you make. I will see you on the next video, and God bless.